There we go. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this channel update. Yeah. So I want to thank everybody for subscribing and everything. I'm still at a 400. I'm now at 414. I got an extra person. Nice. I'm at 414 people subscribed. People are seeming to like the Prometheus hard mode run of Icarus. So we'll be continuing on with that later. It'll be starting back. Let's see. Today was the last day for this week. It'll be starting up again on February 2nd. Will be when the next episode is. But y'all seem to like it, so I hope y'all enjoy. We just got through with what was it? We had gotten titanium and everything pretty soon and stuff like that. We were breaking for building. We had just upgraded the animal pen, and I took a break. And when you next see us, we'll have titanium tools and stuff. And yeah, that week is going to be all about building a new base and everything, expanding our base and everything, getting things moved around, getting biofuel generators up and running and stuff like that, getting a greenhouse going, and then going out and starting to get the red exotic plants and getting all that set up to do all of that. Uh, so yeah, that's what we're going to be doing next. Then next week is going to be the return of uh, Grand Bazaar, Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar. Still, y'all seemed iffy on if it's good or not and stuff like that, but I'm still enjoying it, so I hope y'all are as well. For some reason, somebody has somehow put a like on the video without watching the video because it says it has 0 views, but it has 1 like. Don't ask me. That was like part 21, the horse derby. So I don't know how you did that, but that's cool. We just recently had the Hoshiguma altar banner, and we did that. Uh, I am very iffy on if I do anything with Arknight's Infield. It is another gotcha game, and I kind of at the point where I only want to do one at a time. So if I go to Infield, I'm dropping Arknights itself, and I kind of don't want to do that. So yeah, it's iffy if I'll do anything in Infield. Really, I don't mind the gameplay loop and stuff in that. Seems like it would be fun, but I didn't want to do another gotcha at this time, especially. Uh, Project Zomboid is be taking a break at least for this weekend. It might be 2 weekends, but at least for this weekend, Project Zomboid will be taking a break because the next time we come back, we're going to be moving house and things like that. It's going to be really boring. So, just to let you know, but I'm letting things sit there for a minute. But I do have something for this weekend. I've already uploaded 3 episodes for Saturday, and that is a 7 Days to Die Smorgasbord mod pack. The Smorgasbord mod pack recently was re-released. I guess you could say FNS came back from his break and decided to kind of get it up to date and everything to 2.5. So the Smorgasbord mod pack is all updated to 2.5. We don't have as many mods as we used to because a lot of them haven't been updated to 2.5 yet. Um, but there's still a bunch like Escape from Tarkov, the EXT mod is updated by Stallion's Den and all that stuff. So there's a lot to look forward to. It will be a no commentary, weekends only video series. I start off in the forest. In this mod pack, there is no limit of the traders in certain biomes. So we start with a different trader than Brecht in the forest biome. Uh, I'm using the default 8K map that came with the pack. FNS added some pre-built maps, So I just decided to go ahead and play on the pre-built 8K map. I have run into some issues with the map. It was more off in the desert to snow biome section than any other section, but it was on my path from the desert to the snow biome. I ran into where a section of the map is just like a one block, 1 to 2. No, it's actually 3 blocks higher than the rest of the map around it. So that was a little strange. I mean, the road, it doesn't go up in a ramp, it just boop. Like you got back when Alpha 19, Alpha 20 happened a lot during random map generation during those. So yeah. Also, when we get to the desert, after we're there for a little bit, we almost lost the map due to almost corrupting the map. I got a quest from the trader to do a POI that was too close to it. It was right next door to it, and half the stuff didn't work. And when I activated the quest, things started getting weird. And when I canceled the quest and then left on my bike, I started sinking into the ground, and the structure around me started disappearing into the void. Luckily, I was able to get my stuff into my inventory and fly out of the ground in dev mode, God mode, and just sat there for a second and then exited the game and came back in, and everything started working fine again. And I hadn't lost anything. So yeah, don't don't take a quest next to the trader. Don't do that. But yeah, I have been recording a lot of it. I finished Icarus early this week, so I was started playing like on Wednesday. I think it could have been Tuesday. I started playing 7 Days to Die and started recording it for y'all. And I'm up to I'm way far ahead. I'm now just like recently got into the snow biome and started it. It's like 16 episodes in. Um, they're all at least an hour to an hour and a half. Some of them are 2 hours. I think one of them's 2 hours and 30 minutes long, and one of them's only 38 minutes long. I think it was the one where I was moving from um, the desert to the snow biome later on. Um, let's see if I remember correctly. Around episode 5, I is where we head from the forest to the burnt forest. And then what is it? Probably around episode 8 to 10. Yeah, 8 to 10, we probably in the desert. And then from about 15 is around episode 15 is where I was heading from the desert to the snow. Um, I'm hoping I'm able to continue it. I just had a crash with the game recently. I was in a POI in the snow biome. And I was doing I think it's a vanilla POI. And when I got to a section of it, the game just froze and wouldn't do anything. So I just stopped recording there. Hopefully nothing happened to it and everything will load back up when we next play. But I don't know. If not, that'll probably be where we end it. It was a good run. I was hoping to get to the wasteland biome and do tier fives. Since 1.0, when I play like not Darkness Falls or Rebirth or anything, I move along with the quest to the different biomes and build up a whole base and everything there, and then I move on when it's time to go to the next tier of quest. Um, so hopefully, hopefully it's not corrupted, and we continue on to the wasteland so we can check out over there, stuff like that. Yeah. For those who don't know, in the description of the videos will be a link to the Nexus mod page for Smorgasbord. But to play the mod pack, you don't do it through Nexus, you do it through Wabbajack. If you're not familiar with Wabbajack, it's kind of like if you if you played the FTB packs for Minecraft, it's basically a place to download mod packs, kind of like that. AT launcher, stuff like that for Minecraft. It's a hosting place for mod packs, and so there's only one 7 Days to Die pack, and that's Smorgasbord. But there's a lot of Skyrim, Fallout 4s, Oblivion, stuff like that on that servers. Is They do other games, but those are the major ones that have a lot of mod packs tied to them. If you've never played with Wabbajack before, but that's basically all it is. And the Wabbajack will download everything. It'll even give you a shortcut for your desktop for the Smorgasbord mod pack. The mod pack is run through Mod Organizer 2, so you just run the shortcut that says Smorgasbord on it, and it'll launch up the Mod Organizer 2. Do make sure you go through and read each mod, because you can activate some of them in the optional sections, like stuff that makes overpowered, which is kind of fun. Like you can have automated mining. There's now a mining thing also where you can vein mine, like in Minecraft and Terraria and stuff like that. You can vein mine the nodes and stuff. And so you don't have to like go down into the ground and do stuff like that. Um, there's like other various random world generations. Like one of them is called the Descent, which kind of uh, makes mine caves and stuff a thing, and there are POIs for the pack that depend on Descent. So you'd have to kind of watch and see if turning things off. I think if I remember correctly, during like the first 3 episodes, we ran into an issue with that. I don't care to play with the Descent mod, but I played with the 8K pack. So one of the Descent things is automatic. One of the things is on in there, even though it shouldn't be since I turned off all the POIs for it. I think it's part of a pack instead of usually the Descent mods are individual, so you turn them off individually. But I think this one is part of one of the POI packs in the game in the mod list, and it loaded up. But since the Descent is not uh, turned on for me, there's no way into the POI. So what I had to do is I had to use the God mode to go in no collision and fly down into the POI and clear it out there. It was just like a tier 1 POI, and that's the only one I've run into like that. So yeah. But yeah, that's going to be this weekend is the 7 Days to Die. Next weekend, I don't know. We might go back to Project Zomboid. I might do more since I have so much of it of 7 Days to Die. We'll just see. But I hope y'all enjoy it. It was a lot of fun for me. Like I said, I hope we get to continue, but we may have stopped at the snow biome. You'll find out once we get there in about 3 weekends. No, let's see. When would it be? We would hit episode 16. So this is 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it would be if I did it next weekend and did a Project Zomboid weekend. Um so Project Zomboid here. So it would be the 13th of no, it would be the 14th of February. Saturday, the 14th of February, would be when it would come out. If we continued it past that, you'll find out then. I don't want to spoil it or anything. And I don't know myself, so I really can't spoil it. We'll find out together at that point. But yeah, and that's pretty much it. Um, Icarus just had if you wish to know, Icarus just had a big update. And also, apparently, Smorgasbord just had an update. Let me check. We'll check that out together. I'm not going to show the deal because it's in Discord where they post the updates. But let's see. So let me talk about Icarus real quick. Icarus's update 216 was they did a light update, not a lighting update, but the individual lights in the game that you can craft and put up for lights. They condensed them all down into fewer deals. They added it where you can hold the R key on it to switch what it looks like and stuff like that, so it works differently. So there will be a lot less lights to do a to unlock with a skill point. Instead, it will be less lights, but it'll be you'll be unlocking many lights at once, and it's all tied to one light, and it has variations on it and stuff like that. So yeah. Um, and then like they did some more spider changes. Now spiders will no longer spawn at the cave if a player is within 50 meters. Used to, they would spawn anyway if it was nighttime. Now they don't spawn if you're within 50 meters of a cave, and it's turning from day to night. Um, they did a balance pass on the XP of a number of creatures. I don't know what that means. The forge now provides heat when active. Okay, so you got to be careful of that. You don't want to overheat. I thought it already did anyway, but maybe I was wrong. Um, they added a bulk recipe for crafting shotgun slugs. Fix player inventory so modifiers will no longer overflow. Oh, oh, okay. I know what they're talking about there. You know how you have that little bar that comes up when you're having like food buffs and stuff? If you have many food buffs, you have a bar and you have to scroll it to look at them all. I guess that's what they're talking about fixing that. So you don't have to scroll anymore. They reduced the spider poison chance. They reduced the spider poison damage. Poison type damage applied on hit, not dot. So they didn't reduce the dot damage, but they reduced it when it hits you. Their poison spit. And then poison resistance now affects Scorpion's poison dot modifier. I thought it already did, wouldn't it? Shouldn't it affect the spiders or something? I don't know. That's weird. And then they talk about the lights. They did add a couple of new variations. Like there's a big shroud light now, and there's some spotlights. Um, and then they talked about something that I thought wasn't coming until after the next expansion. It's not. It's coming soon, but they don't have a date for it. But they're going to add genetics and husbandry to the animals. So, and that's all the animals that you can tame. Well, not all of them. I don't think you can do the Tyrannus, which is the horse, and you can't do the woolly mammoth that just got recently added. Let me see, where is it? It's somewhere in here. It says what it is. So here it is: roosters, chicks, rams, lambs, um, cows, moas, and buffalo. That's it. Uh, no bison, no. At least they didn't say so. No bison, no horse. Tyrannus is what they're called. No mammoth either. And then next update, what they're going to add to the shop is 3 different sickles. Um, what this is supposed to do is it's supposed to give you quick access to something you usually have to craft. The super cooled ice version of a tool, the miasma version of the tool, and obsidian version of the tool. Prometheus, you could only get those 3 on the Prometheus map. They're now adding 3 of them, 3 sickles to the workshop that have those. So yeah, the next week anyway is when they're doing that. Okay. Now, real quick, let me see if FNS has posted to the Discord the update for Smorgasbord. I doubt I update because I'm so far into the run, I would probably have to start over if it's a big update. Let me see. Guppies. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Uh, okay, yeah. Escape from Tarkov X was updated. It can be temporary or writing an existing save. When in doubt, don't update your mod list until you're prepared to start a new save. Yeah, um, so there's no mods removed. There's no comments. So EFTX is updated. The Compo Pack CUBP was updated. B Dubs Vehicles is updated. CBP is updated. KF's SFX, zombie sounds, I think, and culling. Closer's Weapon Pack, Ascended World Settings Plus, Snack and Drive, ISI Randomized Traders, TMO Core, and Little Red Sonja and Mumphrey Armor Pack, The Walking Dead. There's the 3 mods added: the Bone Crusher, the Zweihander, the Pulverizer. Weapons enabled. These are melee weapons and weapons animations from KF2. Consider these tier 4 melee weapons. The mods rely on the same requirements as the EFTX Closer's weapons pack. Kill feed UI is disabled. Used in headshots. It got added, but it's disabled by default. And then buy on day 1 vehicle parts and mods, OP disabled. All vanilla vehicle parts available at the trader on day 1. Okay. Oh, that was the first update for the day. The second one is that they added a POI for the 5K default map, and then the Vehicle Madness. They added the Vehicle Madness mod. Add new workstation process to repair some of the existing vehicles you find in the world. Well, that gives me an idea of what to do next time I want to play 7 Days to Die. Um, I might try that out. I don't know. So yeah. Uh, hold on. Okay, nothing. I was wondering if I was wondering if like they talking about updating Darkness Falls, but no, they were just they announced something and then removed it for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it was an update and something went wrong with it or something. I don't know. But whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. But yeah, look forward to 7 Days to Die this weekend and some a little bit going forward. Most likely will be 7 Days to Die again the weekend after, but I'll probably then go back to Project Zomboid for a weekend and then come back to 7 Days to Die, and maybe I'll start switching them out. Depends on how long 7 Days to Die lasts, because I usually only play up to like tier 5. I usually only play up to like tier 5 anyway. I don't really ever do tier 6s. I think I did them once and it just wasn't worth, but I could try them again with Smorgasbord because they do have some things that improve the loot and stuff. So might be worth a try, but we'll see. So thank you for watching. I hope y'all are looking forward to what's coming up, and I will see y'all later. So y'all have a nice time, whatever time it is in y'all's part of the world. Bye.